Hi, my name is Maceo Lewis, and welcome to ML Movie Review. Today, I just want to do a sort of 6 month review of this movie channel. Just to give, I just want to take this opportunity to reflect over what I've done on the channel and what I see going forward. I was originally planning just to do this after a year, but I decided the other day to do like a 6 month review. So I created this channel on October 6, 2024. And my main goal was basically to become more engaged with what I love, which is to watch movies. Um, I would note my thoughts and communicate them to the audience. I wanted to improve upon my knowledge about what I observed in movies and to be able to communicate that with an audience. And basically to add my voice to the conversation, because that's the whole point of watching movies is to watch them and discuss them with other people. And this is like a format, a structure in order to do that. And I like hearing, I want to hear responses from people. And I do like hearing responses from people that I see and that generally give me a positive reaction and encouragement from this channel. Now, my first review was on October 8th of 2024. That was Joker 2. That was my first review. And originally, the idea was to just do a full length review of theatrical releases. Then I started to incorporate more quick, under a minute theatrical reactions, either theater reactions. And I would post those under a minute reactions on TikTok, IG, and this YouTube channel. They appear under shorts. And I started noticing that the shorts actually got more views than the longer ones. So I started obviously focusing more time and energy on creating shorter vehicles than the longer ones. I mean, why create something no one's watching it? Spend all this time no one's watching it, right? And I did a little experimenting, like I did a reaction to the Doomsday cast list announcement, a trailer reaction to the Naked Gun. I just posted one on the new Predator Badlands trailer. I did my predictions for the Oscars, which they were all right for the major categories at least. So I was dead on with those, and my reaction to the Oscar show as well. So I noticed that I did like a count of all the reviews on both this channel as well as my TikTok and stuff. So I noticed that the movie review, the lengthy ones, the most reviews was actually Joker 2, the first one. It got like about 61 views. Now I noticed that my short out of the theater reactions, like, I counted the views on YouTube for the shorts. The most was Alto Nights. I didn't do a full review of that movie, but the short out of the theater reaction that was 923 views. So, and I actually counted like the number of out of the theater reactions on the shorts on YouTube and compared. I wanted to see which ones were more than the most I got for the longer reviews. And so I kind of like what 39. They're like 39 out of 59. So I did 59 short out of theater reviews, and out of those, 39 of them were more than the 61 views that I got for Joker 2. Now, the short that actually got the most views was my short review of Captain America 4. That wasn't on YouTube, that was on TikTok. It got 949 views. And so as of today, I have 33 subscribers. Now, what was most unexpected about this was that, see, I also post things on TikTok that are like sports related or events that I go to. I'll go to Vegas a lot. I'll record like the display that at the Bellagio and post that on there. Or I'll go to games and record certain things and post it on TikTok. What I noticed that is that most of those shorts, I mean those posts far exceeded the number of views I got on any of my reviews. So, for instance, I went to Game 2 of the World Series, Yankees Dodgers, which the Dodgers won, of course, and I posted several clips from that game. But one clip that got the most views, and I don't know why, but I recorded when Ice Cube came out before the game, and he did this. He was performing "Bow Down," but he was incorporating the Yankees in it, and he was basically dissing the Yankees. So I actually captured that. Now that, as of yesterday, that posting got 7,000 views, um, and even caught an eye of like a journalist, and they got a hold of me to get permission to post it on their news site. But even that clip got dwarfed by a posting that I made from the Lakers Pelicans game. So when I go to the Lakers games, I like to, before the game, look around, see who's in attendance, see if there's stars and stuff. And I happened to capture Rob Lowe and Rob Palinka sitting, greeting each other, like in a section across from us. And that clip, as of yesterday, got 34.9 thousand, sorry, 34,800, almost 35,000 views. So I don't know why those things get views, and my other views for my reviews are in the hundreds. But anyway, that's just an interesting observation. So here are like the positives I take from this channel. Number one, it's gotten me out of my comfort zone. Like I'm more of a reserved introvert type person. I struggle with anxiety, fear of expressing myself, fear of being judged for my opinions and things of that nature. And obviously, doing something like this gets me out of my comfort zone. I started learning about how to do reviews by myself mostly. What I mean is I don't like go to school for this. Or I don't have like a mentor teaching me what to do, what not to do. I do listen to online pundits and I learned from their perspectives, and that listening from other people helps me look at movies in a different way. But so I'm not saying it's 100% me, but that's how I'm sort of like learning when I say learn by myself. It gives me this show gives me structure, with engaging with things that I love. Like before, I would just go watch a movie. If I happen to be having a conversation with someone about a movie, I'll talk about it, but I only give because I don't have a photographic memory, so I don't remember things all the time about not just movies, but in things in general. But having this format, this structure, it forces me to sit down, think, take notes, and then communicate my thoughts about each movie that I see on this channel. So I like it in that way as well, because basically I have a more full, fleshed out opinion about a movie rather than just say, oh, that was good, that was great, and not really getting into my thoughts when I engage with other people. So anyway, it also like helped me become more appreciative of what commentators or YouTubers or critics do, because I see it's a lot of work and it takes up a lot of time. And so I greatly appreciate when people do commenting on stuff, not just with YouTube, but like on like ESPN and stuff like that. Like I really appreciate what they do because I know how hard it is, especially like when I'm creating a short. Like I'll mess up on my words and stuff, and I'll literally do like 30, 40 different takes on the shorts before I post like my final draft and on there. And so like yeah, I see how hard it is, and I'm sure it's even harder for them, especially like at the level that they're at. So anyway, I just have a more deeper appreciation of what they do. Now this thing kind of reminds me of the work, the time, the perseverance, the dedication, the struggle it takes to start something new. I remember how hard it was for me to find a full time job. I mean, it took years for me to find my first full time job. I would do like a lot of part time work since I became of age at 16 and going through college and out of college. I would submit hundreds of applications to get hundreds of denials, and of course the catch 22, like they want experience, but how are you going to get experience if you don't have experience? I finally got my first full time job in 2006, and I've been working ever since for almost 19 years now. So, having worked as I do as an attorney for the Public Defender's Office for 19 years, I kind of forgotten that a little sometimes, but like doing something like this helps me remind me of that. So now the negatives with the shot, like this show, obviously the subscriber numbers are and the view numbers are low compared to like especially like people who have been doing this for a while. So obviously it's kind of a blow to the ego when you only see like 33 subscribers and like hundreds of views, whereas like most other people are getting like millions of views, right? So I mean, you could call it a failure on that level, but I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm wise enough to know not to compare myself to other like YouTubers and to kind of think about again why I'm doing this. Right, I'm not doing this to generate income. I mean, people who get millions of views are able to get advertisers or they get donations and stuff like that. But I have to remind myself that this is a hobby, not a business. I mean, my bread and butter is my work, so that's where I spend most of my time. Like I said, I'm an attorney for the public defender's office. I work 40 hours a week. I'm gonna have my pension when I retire, and 401k. So I'm gonna be good financially. I have to rely on this for income. Um, so yeah, I don't have to worry about like getting views and advertising and donations and stuff like that. But at the same time, money and likes and stuff is recognition. And I think in general, as human beings, we like recognition. Um, so like not having views and subscribers is kind of a blow to the ego in that sense, like not getting recognition. But at the same time, I'm learning now. I'm learning how to become a better reviewer, better at what I'm doing here. And so it's better that right now that I don't have the low, I mean, I have the low subscription numbers. And then when I get better, then maybe I can get higher subscription numbers when I'm actually better at what I'm doing. So I'm looking at it that way. Comments. Look, I was hoping to sort of stimulate discussions and to learn from other people because movies are like a subjective experience. Like all going to look at the same movie and see different things from it. And I can respect someone's opinion if they look at a movie and they don't like it. They don't like a movie that I like, or they like a movie that I don't like. I mean, we're all gonna have different experiences from watching these movies because it's like based off our background and our experiences and stuff like that. What I like to do is I like to hear from other people, like not just that they liked or didn't like a movie, but why. Like to so because that can help me understand why I liked or didn't like a movie, right? And I can learn from different perspectives why people like certain things or didn't like certain things. So I like it to be more constructive that way. I don't care about what trolls or idiots that like attack people for either liking or not liking a movie, that basically try to explain, oh, why you like this or why you didn't like this. I mean, I think that's just a bunch of nonsense, and I just have no respect for that. So like I said, I just care why you like the movie, and what you maybe saw in the movie that I didn't see, and to communicate with me in a respectful way. I mean, I don't like it when people say with all due respect. I mean, come on. When someone says with all due respect, you know what's coming out next is something that's disrespectful, right? I just like to hear people say, "Oh, I liked it. Oh, I saw it a different way. This is why I liked the movie, or this is why I didn't like the movie." I can respect that. I mean, I'm not going to attack somebody just because they like something I didn't like, or vice versa. So, I mean, my goal isn't to convince you that I'm right or that you're wrong. I just want you to communicate about, what you liked about a movie or what you didn't like about a movie. So, yeah, I'm not really getting that. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. I just see, like when I start seeing stuff like posts where people are like argumentative or disrespectful, I just ignore it. Like I just ignore it like a fart in the wind. Like I just don't have no respect for it, and I just move on to something else. So anyway, so I hope in the future that like when people respond, like they can like either say, yeah, I liked it because of XYZ, or I didn't like it, or oh, did you notice this in the movie, or did you notice that? Like I like those type of comments because again, that helps me learn more about this movie that I saw and what you thought about it as well. So what am I going to do now? Well, so I recently started a sports channel. I created a separate sports channel because I wanted theatrical movie releases to be separate from sports. In case like I have people who like to talk about sports, they don't care about movies, or vice versa. The people who just want to hear me talk about movies and not don't want to hear me talk about sports. So I have a separate channel for that. So I started that. Let's see. Yeah, like I started this channel like what over half a year ago, and like that inspired me eventually to create the sports channel. So again, I want to become more engaged in what I love to do, which is to watch sports, attending sporting events. Again, it's like a structure. So I'll probably do a 6 month review of that, and go more into what I learned from there. But Yeah, this movie channel eventually inspired me to create a sports channel, and yeah, I just like getting more into sports and talking about what I've observed about each game. I'm gonna continue to do this in the sports channel in my free time. Like I said, I worked 40 hours a week, um, and I want to learn to become more efficient with um, what I want to say, and to want this to be sort of second nature. Just like in the legal profession, like at first it was a high learning curve back in 2006 to um, work at my first full-time job, but like over time I got better and better at it, and now it's just like second nature to analyze cases, and um, I want it to be the same way in this as well. Like when I watch a movie, just immediately pick up on what's going on, and then be able to comment about it. Just like same thing with sports as well. I don't have any set date for my retirement from the law, so like, but I do plan to do this when I eventually retire at some unknown point in the future, and I want to obviously spend more time with my family and travel more. But I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of free time when I retire, and I intend to use that free time with the movie and the sports channel. Watch more games, watch more movies, learn more about it, post more, hone my craft, and prepare myself so when I'm ready in terms of having that efficiency, having that second nature, and honing my craft, then I'll be in a position to learn more about how to get more views and subscribers and stuff like that. Because I know when I retire, like one question is, well, what are you going to do? So I just want to keep myself busy and just become more engaged with the things that I love. I also want to be a positive example. We don't have kids and we don't plan to have any, but I do have nieces and nephews and little cousins. And so I want to be a positive example for them as well as young people in general, to be like, look, life isn't all peaches and cream. You're going to take steps and fall, and you need to get back up and learn from your mistakes and keep going. Things aren't going to fall from the sky or appear on your doorstep. You have to be aware of your gifts, your talents, and work on them. Your passions, go and pursue your passions, and notice your weaknesses and work on those. Spend time, work, learning, honing your skills. Continue to meet people with similar interests. Learn from others. Respect your fellow human beings. Don't waste your time on negative people and people who just drain you. Focus on people who actually are positive, that want to build you up, and that you can learn from them, and they learn from you. And it's like, look, you're gonna climb mountains in life, and it starts by taking that first step. And yeah, you're gonna stumble a lot, but you need to get up and keep going towards the mountaintop. So anyway, I just want to be that example to them and show that you can pursue things, and this is not going to happen overnight. It's just going to take long work, and time and effort and dedication to get your goals. And ultimately, with all this struggle and going after what you like, that's ultimately what's going to make you happy. Being happy is not getting handouts, getting handed checks. You want to go out there and earn your living, earn and make a life for yourself, and have financial independence. That's what's going to make you happy, not getting handouts from people. So anyway, that's my 6 month review of the movie review channel. I'll do a similar 6 month review for ML Sports Talk, and I'll do a 1 year review of this movie channel as well as for the sports channel as well. So anyway, hit the subscribe button on both channels, so that you can be alerted of my next post, for the movies on the ML Movie Reviews, and for sports on ML Sports Talk. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to having you watch my next videos, and to also hear your comments and thoughts about the subject matter that I discuss.